none too eager.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
Anyway, what I was saying was that I am none too eager to save Ashley, because as we've seen in the last video, she doesn't help at all. She's just there to be a nuisance. I don't know why the game decided I need to be facing the other direction. Where are we off to, Leon? I don't want any of this. Okay. We've already gone through here. Merchant.
Welcome.
What have you got for me, merchant?
Got some rare things on. What are you selling?
Have I got anything to sell? Yes, I do.
Is that all? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
What have you got? I do want a magnum. We'll wait.
Come back any time.
We'll wait on the magnum. Because I haven't got the room for the magnum. Okay. Well, we'll go over here. Because it's our next plausible route. All of this is telling me since I need to utilize I hear things. I don't remember these. I tried to kick it and it kicked me first. I'm invisible. Oh, bugger! I don't like these, Leon. I don't like these at all. Should be okay for one more bit. No. Can I electrocute you? Can you stop kicking me, please? Okay. yours, Leon. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh, there are 3 of them. I thought there were only 2. We need to use the TMP because we're out of shotgun shells. Leon, I don't like these at all. That's... too many times now. Leon. Stop it. Ah. There's a reason why I don't remember these. I think I've blocked them from my memory. Luis's memory. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their hosts. It's basic knowledge among biologists, but not so much is known as to how the parasites do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal some clues as to how the powers of the Las Plagas work, and perhaps provide more insight on the victims of the Las Plagas, Los Ganados. Here is a list of some parasites that have the ability to manipulate the behavioral patterns of their host. Digricolium. Once the larvae of this parasite migrates to the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening, the infected ant climbs to the top of the plant and clamps onto a leaf using its mandible. It stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by a browsing herbivore such as sheep. One could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host's behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Galaxomum. The larvae of this parasite makes its home inside of the brain of a fish, such as the yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish will make their way to the water's surface, where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this peculiar behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get into the bodies of the seabirds. Leucochloridium. This parasite's sporocysts develop in the snail's tentacles. The sporocysts are vivid in colour and pulsate continually, somewhat like a worm. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of the plant, where it's more visible to the eyes of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. I would like very much, very much to answer that right now. All that. I'm just running blind here, aren't I? It is. hope that they'll leave me alone in here long enough to reload my shotgun. They won't! Oh, it's just the one. You chased me for quite a bit. Oh, you were terrifying. Oh! No, there's another one. Ow! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me be. You can kill Leon all you like, but I would like you to leave me alone. Personally, I've not done anything to you. I didn't make you. So it's not on me to fix it. Now, excuse me. As we leave, you serious? Right, okay, I had to... I hope I don't have to do that again. Oh. My timing is off. Going to be very cranky. Be proper mad. If we had to go back down into the sewer. It seems to me that I should be doing this covertly. Damn! I was going to try. Spent too long lining up. Can we make this very easy for... Oh. Merchant, you scared me. I thought you were an enemy. They always sound so much closer than they are. I really have no idea where it's gone. Oh, good. Let's go back and see what that one was about. This door intrigues me. And also there's an exit here.
Got some rare things on sale, strange. What are you selling?
Everything I don't need.
Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Is that all, stranger? Is
Very
that all?
elegant divots.
Come back anytime.
That's how that was described. Have you got any first aid sprays?
What are you buying? Is that all?
Oh, good. There. What's in here? This room looks suspicious. Uh-oh. This room sounds dangerous. What sort of weapon do I want? They sound like bumblebees. Castellan Memo. For many years, the Salazar family has served as the castellans of this castle. However, not everything is bright, for my ancestry has a dark past. Long ago, there was a religious group that had deep roots in this region called the Los Illuminades. Unjustly, however, the first castellan of the castle took away their rights and powers. As a follower of this religion and the 8th castellan, I felt that it was my duty as well as my responsibility to atone for that sin. I knew the best way to atone for the sin was to give power back to those who we once took it away from, the Los Illuminades. As expected, it took a little time, but we were able to rejuvenate the once sealed Las Plagas. With this success, I was one step closer to the revival of the Los Illuminades. The reason why I released the Las Plagas from deep under this castle and gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would make better use of this power to help save the world. To save those that have sinned with the power of the Las Plagas and to cleanse their souls, creating a world without sinners. The way it was meant to be. Once cleansed, they would become one of the many Ganades, where they will find their reason to live. And after the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he is envisioned, then the sins of my Salazar family will be atoned for. So we have that to look forward to. Okay. Am I going the way I'm supposed to be going? Probably. Probably not. We'll see. Who knows in this game anymore? Excuse me. That's rude. Excuse me. I should have my rifle out. Ah! Shotgun. I should use the rifle much more. Okay. No, okay. I remember this. I remember him running from me. Ow. Sorry, that was a bad mimic. rude, actually. That's what happens when you're stuck playing Leon for so long. You just start saying and doing rude things. Oh, yeah. Moderately well shot, Leon. You only missed the one right there. I don't like the droning noises they make. They're awful. He's already run away. Going to put himself in a position. That I'm going to be very annoyed by. I have to blow him up one of these. Bugger! No, I don't want that. At least we won't run. We're bad at this. What if we just... That's the way I want to do this. Really? Okay. I suppose we haven't got one. It's not what I want. And that's supposed to be that. done, Liam. That's all I wanted. We used so many herbs to get through that. It's much harder than it should have been. Okay. Where's my phone? There it is. Trying to make sure that if the 2 or 3 or 700 of you, not 700. Oh, look at these. Yeah, I used to think that there were no puzzles in this game. 2. 1. Okay. Sheer dumb luck.
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, las plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
Oh gosh. When you gave them on like that, Leon, they
Get
pull
rid
out,
of our American friend.
they pull out the bigger weapons. Ah. Leon, they're going to reap you. You took advantage point, Leon. Until you want to not die, please. I really wish I knew what they were saying. Not because I think they're being rich in any way, I'm curious. I could probably look it up, I'm sure someone's translated it. What's in here? For what? A shot? For a shot? Well, kick, there's so much going on. Thank you for killing your brother. Is this the same one? Okay, hold on. Instead of panicking, since it seems that they will just keep sending me. Do I have any? No, but I do have shotgun. Oh, that looks promising. Where is the security system? Is that it? Bugger. I hate that laugh. Press the switch. I don't know what all this is going to do to help me. Ah! Oh! Leon! Leon, no. Oh, good. One. I'm Sven. What's here? seems like a fantastic time to reload my weapons. I need to start using the TMP. And also let's save. I'm sorry. I feel like the game's lying to me, saying how long it's taking. I feel like I can't have been playing this for 7 hours already. Mostly because I don't think I can stand Leon that long. 7 hours. Which way do we go? Oh, there's a labyrinth up there. Must we... Okay. I remember the labyrinth being a bad idea, and I don't recall if that's because there was something in it or if I just got lost. It could be either. Truly. I think there's dogs in it. Do I remember correctly? I think there's dogs in the labyrinth. And there's a puzzle that you have to do while you're in it. This seems familiar. Anything else? No? Okay. That's twice now we've come to a doorway that I could get to with the help of another person. But neither time I've come to those doors, I suppose you're supposed to backtrack. I don't have time, this is a long game. Yes, I vaguely remember this. Reloaded. Won't open. There's an indentation here. 2 moons make 1.
Mr. Kennedy. Still alive, I see. So, do you like my garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats? If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
Leon, it's the familiar woman in red. Okay, I'm trying to recall which way I go. I'm going to get lost, just so you know that. It's only fair. Oh, it's already out. It's already out. Okay. I was at least a little bit correct. I'm going very slowly on purpose. I feel like it is in our best interest to be intelligent about this. I thought it would help. So stupid. Okay. Let's reload. Let's not. We don't have any more shells. Okay. Dog. Do you know you need defensive items? Right, I really don't remember how to get there. I feel like if we did, I might know already. So we're going to try and do this carefully. I think we need to cross the bridge to get. This seems right. Yes. And the other one is there, I think. Which we can get in again. Where does this lead? Over there. Okay. Please don't give me killing dogs. I would first very much like to get this box with things in it, and then I would again very much like to survive long enough to get the other half of the puzzle just here, and then go back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't remember how to get there. At all. At all. So we're going this way, pretending like it's where we want it to go, but there's a yellow herb here, so it works out. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Leon, thank you. Combine and fuse. And then put that up. And burn it! These dogs are scary, Leon. Okay, we want to go somewhere. Like this way. Again on accident. Well done. It's almost as if we could be competent if we tried, but you never try, so we're never competent. She's familiar.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
I think it's funny that he wouldn't recognize her. I feel so bad. He wouldn't recognize her with her sunglasses on. Is that why no one knew that Wesker was evil? Because he was always wearing sunglasses. This is totally and completely ridiculous. Where's the ammo you dropped? I want it. Leon, you are entirely helpless. You really, truly don't know anything about women. At all. And see, the thing is that women are not particularly hard to understand. In most cases, they tell you everything from the get-go. It's just that you're not trying. A female intruder. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe that she was the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agent's arrival. It's obvious that her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she's able to re-establish contact with Sarah. There's also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be able to answer all our questions. After we have captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit.
Welcome.
I don't particularly know. It seems the whole point of that cutscene was just, no, that part was just to find Ada and be surprised about her identity. I can't believe he didn't recognize her at all. Till she took off her sunglasses. Is it really that surprising, Leo? A dessert to cherish our remaining years. Bread begins the meal of life. Meat to savor the time at hand. One last drink and the bottle breaks, returning us to dust from whence we came. Sounds like it might be a puzzle. What is that? This is a shooting game. I'm scared to bring it. to ring the bell. Let's find out what it does. Portal. Can't see it. Is that all it was? Oh no, it was just the bottle. Well done, Liam. Completely by accident. Oh no! Ah! I should have known. Where is it? Get off. Leon! Please start conserving your herbs, please. Here we are. I don't know if it was supposed to be this easy game. I'll just keep doing it. You get the reward, I'll do whatever you want. There we are. It helps that he's blind and he couldn't see that that was open. All of that for treasure. Which room did I come in? I came in from there. So I want to go behind me and go in here. Very close game. Where's the Plagas? Where's it gone? Who's just going to stand there? Let's reload this first. Do you know that I really, really, really don't want to say that thing? Let's choose Where did you come from? Get off. Oh! That hurt. Rather. Alright, Olivia. Should have saved fire then. I bet it. Merchant? Merchant, are you seeing this? Ah! No, thank you. You can be on your way with that. I don't reload so fast because it's automatic. I do want to see what's over here before I move on. Personal weakness of mine. Like a rocket launcher. I already have one. There's no way at all that I have room for it. Okay, hold on. We need to reprioritize. We can use a herb. Then we can reload our shotgun. The rifle's loaded. We can use our TMP. was a waste of time. There's absolutely no way I can fit in a second rocket launcher. Absolutely not. Suppose it would have been wise to wait instead of spending our money on one. So I know exactly what I want to use it for. No, I want another one. Once I get to that point in the game, I will absolutely want another one.
Got some rare things. What are you buying? Is that
Oh,
all?
good.
Thank you.
Do you know what I will absolutely go and do?
Is that all straight?
I'm going back to get that second one. Don't mind me, game. Don't mind me at all. Just doing something I probably shouldn't. Please. Yes. Oh, thank you, game. I think this is as large as the attache's gate. Probably. Seems about reasonable, but it shouldn't go beyond extra large.
What are you buying?
Do want a broken butterfly. Not got the money for it yet, though.
What are you selling? Ah. Is that all? Is that all? Thank you.
We will wait for the broken butterfly. I love having a magnum in my arsenal.
Leon,
Hello, Lewis.
I got it. Lewis!
They tried to say that that's his arm, and it's definitely not his
You serve
arm.
me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Lewis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to. Don't talk. Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
I know you took it. He might have lived if you called him by his actual name, Leon. How long is it? It's an hour 10. Okay, we'll stop here because I think that's 2 chapters, isn't it? I think so. And pick up in a moment.